Okay, this is Orlando Wilson, and what I want to talk about in this video while I'm waiting for a plane is how do you deal with hostile situations? How do you deal with potentially hostile situations? Now, if you follow our posts, there's a few little discussions going on, heated discussions about people dying for their clients. Well, I'm not going to go over that here because your job in general, I'll just say it, your job is not to die for your client. Your job is to minimize the risks for the client, keep them out of trouble, keep yourself out of trouble. Most important person you'll ever look after is yourself. And your security comes before anybody else's. Put it this way, if you're dead, if you're screwed up, you can't look after your client, can you? So you're worthless. So you need to look after yourself so you can look after other people. Anyway, other people say to me, well, if our job's not to get involved in confrontations, how do we deal with potentially hostile situations? Well, the main thing is, again, do your threat assessments. If you identify there's likely to be a confrontation or there's going to be possible issues where you're going with your client or you're going for business, then you have to be prepared to deal with those confrontations. Now, a lot of times clients will be hiring you and the best paying jobs is when the clients are hiring you to go to places where there could be confrontations, where there could be hostilities, where there could be problems. They're afraid, so they're hiring you. Or from a business perspective, you're going off and doing checks for them, reconnaissances for them, initial meetings for them with people they don't want to meet with. Why? Because usually there's a problem. Okay, now before we get into those situations, how can I put it? You need to have the confidence in your abilities to be able to deal with those situations. And this is where it's like people say, oh, we'll take a bullet for the client, we'll die for our client. You know what? You're losers. The last thing you want to be doing is thinking that way, because that mindset is off. And mindset has a lot to do with self-defense and dealing with hostile situations. Your mindset needs to be, you need to have the confidence in your abilities to be able to go into a situation and say, look, if there's a confrontation, one, I can get out of it, I can de-escalate it, or I'm going to end it. You're not there to die, you're not there to get screwed up, you're there to deal with problems. And if it comes down to confrontations, okay, you're going to end it, that's it. You're going to win. If people want to mess with you, then you can mess with them back. That's it. But remember, I said in a few of these videos, there's only usually two outcomes from any uses of force. Somebody goes to hospital, somebody goes to jail. So that's something else you have to put into your plans, procedures, etc. If things do go bad, how are you going to get out of that situation legally? So this is where, when you're doing your threat assessments, when you're working with clients, if you're not comfortable in an environment, whether it's hostile or not, and a lot of sketchy environments, you have to be comfortable. You have to put across the body language that you're comfortable. If not, the opposition, the people you can possibly give you problems, will pick up on that, and they will give you problems because they'll see you scared. You have to be comfortable in your environments, and you have to be confident that you can deal with any potential problems, whether diffuse or meet force with force and come out on top. Not just die for your client. So, how do you get to that stage? Well, it comes down from experience and training. You need to train, and then you need to go and get the experience. How do you get the experience? By going out and working. And a lot of times, you're going to get the best experience, not by working in the 5-star environments, but in the no-star environments. And especially if you're young and you're trying to get into the business, those are the days you want to go out and be working in the no-star environments, because you'll get a lot of valuable experience. experience of dealing with people, de-escalating situations, most probably getting punched quite a few times yourself, which is essential. And that way you learn how to deal with hostile situations. You can't deal with hostile situations, can't learn how to deal with hostile situations by watching videos, going to seminars, and doing no-fail courses. If you want to deal with hostile situations, learn how to deal with hostile situations, you're going to have to put yourself in situations which could become hostile. That's the only way you're going to learn. So I hope that clarifies a few things. But again, threat assessment, threat assessment, threat assessment. Learn to be comfortable in all environments, especially hostile environments, what could be hostile environments. And it doesn't have to be a hostile country. A hostile environment can be a confrontation. A lot of people, when they get involved in confrontations and have to deal with aggressive people, they lose it. Their balls drop. Either that, or they panic, or they just go OTT. That's other stories. So be comfortable in your environment and be confident in your skill set that you can deal with the situations you're putting yourself in. Now, I got 3 books online specifically to do with close protection. There's a multitude of other books up there on other aspects of the security business, and we're throwing out a lot more videos. And over the next few months, there's going to be a lot more videos on various aspects of close protection, working in hostile environments, kidnap and ransom, personal security, etc. So connect with us on social media, be it LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Connect with us there, and you can follow along and watch our videos. The videos, in conjunction with the books, will answer a lot of questions to do with the close protection security business. You get any direct questions, please feel free to drop me a line. But understand I'm busy. I'm old and grumpy, so my patience isn't too good these days. So if I don't see the questions being relevant, chances are you won't get an answer. But you can always try your luck. Okay, good night, stay safe, and be good.